Hey guys, it's Alex from Wave Street Team, also representing Aloha Records, Sex on Wax Records, and also P5 Audio, who I do a lot of sound design stuff for. Today I'm going to give, sort of introduction to the new Element synth by Waves. First impressions, it's a bit of a beast. A lot of people have commented, oh, it looks really simple, or it looks really boring, but do we give a shit when a synth makes sounds like this? You know, it is really, really, really just analog and ruggy, and it sounds a bit like Yuhi Diva. I think that's the fair comparison I can put it towards. So we got the basic stuff. Got two oscillators here, filters, VCA. Distortion plugin sounds really good. We'll get on that in a minute. EQ section sounds good as well. My one gripe, Waves friends, is this. This is just me. I don't like it running left and right all the time like that. It pisses me off, basically. Especially okay if I'm using it in a patch, but if I'm not using it in a patch, then I don't want it to do that. So perhaps in 1.1, I don't know, you could unexpand it so I can't see it, but that's just me. Perhaps I can just do this, just move it off the screen. That'll make me feel better. So yeah, so I've just started a basic patch, just a basic bass patch. Just got some loops to go with it. What have we got? Just a perk loop, some claps, hi-hat, kick, basic stuff. These are all from the Ryman collection. Really, really good samples. This is from the Christian Smith one. It's is it Florian Mendel? Is that how I say his name? Yeah, he's in charge of all this. Really, really good sample collections. I've got a few of theirs. Got Pampot, Shlomi Aber. So just really good sounds that aren't over processed that you can get stuck into. But anyway, back to the synth. So yeah, I'll just solo it. Just a basic bass patch. I put a couple of minutes. So I've just got a sine wave. Favorite thing, there's a sub oscillator. I'll just play it. Some sound somewhere. So straight away it just sounds warm and nice, and the sub oscillator makes a big difference on the sound, as it should. So I'll crack that up a bit. What else we got going on? Nothing too much really, just a simple patch. Got a sine wave, triangle wave, detune down -12. The mix, this is the oscillator mix, so oscillator 1, oscillator 2, put them in the middle. Plus you've got your sub oscillator that's mixing in with those two. I've got it in mono. One thing like Diva, I'm a bit of a Diva fan. This synth can work your computer, so if you haven't got an up-to-date computer like me, this HD function can turn it off, and the CPU usage will go right down, and doesn't sound as good. But if the trick with stuff that's CPU intensive is turn it off while you're working. When you're going to bounce down, just turn the HD on. One thing it does do, it does spike the CPU, as you can see. Perhaps that's another one for the Waves guys to look at. So yeah, so let's see how it sounds amongst these loops. really analog sounding, it's crunchy, it's, you know, it's, that was the wrong one, that was the wrong one, I've lost my loop, there it is. It sounds really, really nice, in my opinion. With the mouse, the knob does seem to jump a bit. Well, it doesn't do that with a controller, so which I haven't got with me. But you know, for basic bass patch, you know, it sounds good. Yeah, the distortion and the effects really nice. If you're into your distortion, just gives it loads of bite, not too much. Dark the filter. Sounds really nice. So basic 2-minute bass patch, you know, it's good. I'll just run you through some of the other bits on it. Just get it playing again. So different filter types up here. Got your high pass. Is that band pass or notch? I don't know, I've forgotten. And it's this band reject. I should have listened at uni, but I didn't. I was too busy making tunes. But they all, it sounds good. You got your 12 dB filter slope as well. A lot more rough and rugged. You know, really, really analog sounding. Got the crusher. For your dubstep, that one. What else we got? 24. You can really tell the difference on the two. Nice bit of FM going on. Sounds pretty shit for this patch, but you know, you get the gist. Loads of modulation stuff that we'll get into. Later on, shut that up. The EQ sounds good as well. Like, you can really drive the sound. The EQ and the filter, really big fan of. And yeah, I've slagged this off at the start, but it is really good little step sequencer for just coming up quickly with ideas. Like some of the presets, you know, can show the power of this. I think I may have made one myself. Did I? That's not very impressive. 90s trance. It's just a nice thing to have. You know, it's easy to use. It's got 4 octaves. And all your standard stuff. Nice swing setting as well. Of course, you can adjust the steps that you want, and it's a really nice addition to it. But when I'm not using it, I don't want this going off all the time. So yeah, I think what we'll do next is go into a more detailed tutorial on how to make some decent patches. Basically, from my short time with it, it is really, really good at making you sort of mid-range bassy sounds, as I've got an Alex mid bass here, like those type of sounds that I really like, that just sit above the bass, that are quite knocky. Let's get this around about there. You can just get a really good like transient. Let's give it a bit of distortion. That mid-range bit in your mix, you've got may have the same pattern as your sub, just for the for the bass, the low end, and you just want something above the bass, above the sub, sorry, to carry your track. This really fills it out well. Really cuts through in the mix as well. So I'll go through creating some of those sounds, then we'll go through some of the more intricate bits to it. Okay guys, I'll see you in a bit.